Hey guys, welcome back to another episode in the playthrough of Gran Turismo Sport. We are currently in the track exploration section, or whatever it's called. Circuit experience, and doing, I think, the third track of the lot. Brands Hatch. Pretty cool circuit. And let's watch the videos for all the sections. We have 6 sections in this track. That's quite time consuming, but yeah, it's a deep playthrough after all. Here we go.
Paddock Hill Bend is one of the most difficult sections at Brands Hatch, being on a downward descent where you cannot see the apex of the turn. It is easy to overspeed and or be too late on the steering here, and the sand trap on the side of the track can lead to a major time loss if you end up driving off the tarmac.
True.
Set your line towards the marshal's post on the left side of the track and brake as soon as you pass the post. Release the brake slowly as you turn in to keep the car from understeering. When you do this, also keep your steering input smooth and gradual to keep the tyres gripping the road surface.
Back to
After
third.
clipping the apex, don't be afraid to go extra wide at the exit, running over the outside curbstones.
Alright, let's do that. Right, so it's all about remembering the Marshall post. Here we go. Oh, I went wide. 2 wheels on the grass. God damn it. I was looking at not at the Marshall post. Not sure what I was looking at. Alright. Barely, but still gold. Next event.
Druid's Bend is the slowest corner at Brands Hatch. Use the walkway bridge before the corner as your cue for braking. Once you are in the corner, avoid going wide and maintain a compact line when turning. Be careful of running over the inside curbstones, as they can upset the balance of the car. Open the throttle gradually as you accelerate towards the outside curbstones of the track.
Alright, can do that. Here we go. That's a gold again. Nice. Holy shit, this circuit experience really will take a long time. Can you imagine how many sections the Nürburgring has? And also an equal amount of accompanying videos. Whatever, it's a luxury problem.
For turn 3, the Graham Hill bend, Start turning in using the outer curbstones as your cue. Brake lightly as you turn the car inward, and use the full width of the track out onto the outer curbstones to raise your exit speed. Turn 4, Surtees, is a combined radius corner where the radius of the turn becomes tighter in its latter half.
Yeah, that's a tricky corner.
Brake using the outer curbstones before the corner as your cue to start braking. Be relatively light on the brakes here. The inside curbstones are quite tall, so be careful not to upset your car's balance by riding over them. In order to reach higher speeds in the following straight, set your apex late into the corner.
Alright. So there are 2 minor brakings in both corners. If I understood correctly. Man, I could have gone so much quicker through there. Here, this is what I mean with tricky corner. It gets way sharper at the ends. Alright, let's do that again. That first one I can take way faster. Like so. God damn it! Here we go. Alright, barely gold, but gold is gold. I find that a really tricky corner, that last one. Don't have that one really down yet, but whatever. Ah, it also has like the name of the band. Paddock Hill Band. Druids Band, that's the sharp U-turn almost. A hairpin. Graham Hill Band. And Surtees. Surtees I find really the hardest. And we are now doing the Hawthorne Band.
The Hawthorne Bend is a high-speed right-hander located ahead of the long straight. Use the gap of the guardrail on the outer side as your cue to start braking. Turn the steering gradually so as to avoid exceeding the grip of the front tyres. While this is a fairly simple corner, in order to truly drive fast, make sure to use partial throttle so that you can maintain constant speed.
Alright, can do that. Hello. Here we go. And another gold. Westfield Bend and Sterling's Bend. They are, I think, a bit more tricky. Yes.
For turn 6, the Westfield Bend, cross over the inside curbstone to drive through in the shortest driving line possible, while stabilising your car's orientation using partial throttle. At turn 7, Dingle Dell, set your line so that you can brake in a straight line for the next turn. At turn 8, Sheen Curve, it will be easy to accidentally drive off track due to its narrow exit width. brake properly in a straight line before you turn in. To avoid driving off track while accelerating out, it will be effective to set your apex to the latter half of the corner. Turn 9, Sterling's Bend, is an almost 90-degree turn to the left. Use the marshal's post on the right side of the track as your cue for braking. Because the corner has a steep bank, it is possible to turn quite fast around this corner. However, you still need to be wary as the outside curbstones are very narrow, making it easy to drive off the track.
Alright, this looks a bit more challenging, but let's see. I didn't get any braking cues over here. Oh, that's what I mean. And that's the gold. Last one. Clark curve.
The road surface of the final Clark curve is quite uneven. Use the edge of the tyre barrier on the outer side as your cue to start braking. Head for the spots where the outside curbstones end as you exit, using the entire width of the track as you accelerate. During a race, a high-speed exit out of this corner will help to raise your position.
Alright, let's try that. No idea where the correct braking spot was. But good enough for a gold anyways. I really don't like that in-between screen that shows you the points awarded. I find it a really obnoxious screen a bit, with those squares that explode into nothingness. I'm not sure how they did it in previous Gran Turismo series, but I do know it wasn't such an obnoxious screen as I find this one. Anyways, it's now time for a full lap. I'm just gonna go with it like I've been driving this track yeah, more often in the past. I'm just gonna try my best without thinking too much of all the exact information that we just got, because that will be more distracting than simply trying my own. Unless I fail miserably, then I will keep the pieces of information more in the back of my mind. Except for the braking points, I will utilize those. Thing is, a lot of braking points I don't even really remember anymore. I do know that I'm always screwing up over here. I had to brake here where the barrier stops. And here I have no idea where to brake. I will just do something like so. This one is also pretty tricky. If you don't know where to brake, here's the little house. And this one I have no idea where to brake. Let's hope it is enough for our goals. And it is. Not much, but does it anyway. Alright, let's watch the replay. One round, just for fun. Really screwed up this corner. This one also could have gone faster, I think. As could this one. Here, I have no idea where the correct braking point was. But whatever. And that's a wrap. Still 7 minutes to go in the episode. Cool. Honda Type R. Pretty cool car. I don't really... I've commented on it before. I really don't like the mechanics of getting so many cars. Because there's hardly any use for saving credits almost. Unless you really buy one of those 20 million credit cars. But it could be a bit more sparse. Then it's also more... a sense of an accomplishment or an actual reward when you do get a car, instead of getting cool cars continuously. Alright, Autodrome Interlagos. I do know that one quite well. Let's do the first section. The S do Senna. And turn 3. Where's turn 2 then? It's until turn 3, I guess. Weird that I do not also include turn 2 into the name of it. Just below the... just above the cursor. It says turn 1 and then turn 3. But whatever. Let's watch the... No, let's first select this. Like so. And let it load. And let's watch the video.
Turns 1 and 2, the S to Senna, is a downhill S-curve named after the local Brazilian hero, Ayrton Senna. Because of the significant downhill slope, the rear end of the car will have a tendency to lift while braking, which can cause the car to oversteer. The entry is a loose left, but you want to apply the brakes in a straight line and drop your speed adequately before starting to turn in with your steering wheel. Turn tight around turn 1 along the inside curbstones. For turn 2, you want to drive over a good portion of the curbstones to raise your exit speed and continue through turn 3, Curva de Sol, with a minimum amount of steering angle.
Alright, I think I can do that. I think the brake marker was the 50-meter sign. So let's try it. Cool GTR sounds. Really sounds a bit like a GTR, I find. Oh. Oops. Is it enough? Nope. Ah, I got a penalty. 1 full second. Probably because I cut the curb. I also have to brake a bit more early, I guess. Like over here. Okay, I'm slower, but at least I'm not getting a 1 second penalty. So that should be good enough. Yes. Barely. But gold is gold. Let's try the next one before the end of the episode. That is Descida do Lago.
The Descida do Lago is a consecutive left corner following a fast straight. When shaving down your lap time, a smooth exit will be important as the exit is on an upward incline. Use the marshal's post on the right side of the track as your marker to gauge your brakes. Reduce your speed adequately before entry. Though you want to use the full width of the track, riding over the outside curbstones can disrupt your car's balance and will require caution.
Alright, back to third and the marshal's post, keep in mind. Where is the marshal's post? Over there. God damn it! I had to brake way more. Penalty, god damn it. It's a bit more strict, it seems. Like so. And that's a wrap. Guys, hitting the 25-minute mark. I will continue in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed. I'm a bit tired, so not that much commentary, but at least I am making some progress. Hope to see you in the next video, and that you also will not ever forget to always keep on gaming. See you later.